NFL 22 on EA Sports. And tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Buccaneers and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
And we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
A 3-year starter at the University of Utah. He got his NFL opportunity as Lamar Jackson's backup in Baltimore, mainly because he possessed similar qualities. Excellent runner, big-time arm, just has to grow in accuracy and avoiding mistakes.
Huntley to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So the Colts in great position here as they get things started. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Drop just inside the 20. They give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On play action, Lawrence. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air, They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Running left, Taylor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Lawrence on 3rd down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They turn to Taylor on 4th, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and that will force a turnover on downs. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. They can't tackle him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there. To throw, Huntley. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Stays on his feet. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Huntley. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Taken in at the 22. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you want to hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Runs over him, and he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he's got this down to the 35. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting them.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now Lawrence. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it's a second down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to Taylor on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor punching it in from a yard away as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Looking to throw. Huntley going deep this time for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
On first down, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Mike Evans and the Tampa offense about to set up shop. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. On first down, Huntley. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. Looking to throw on second down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. So we have reached, and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run once more with Taylor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the defense loses him, it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just
touchdown Colts. David Njoku, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Huntley goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Huntley. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Huntley. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Looking to throw. Huntley. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Taylor. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 149 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Flushed out right. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On second down, it's Taylor.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
You know, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now a give to Taylor. And bulldozing his way through. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it is 28-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Bobby Okereke. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
To throw on second down, Huntley. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Huntley. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it go again. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Throwing on first down. Huntley. And this is caught by Evans. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
He's got the first down inside the 10. Touchdown! Tony Pollard, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence will throw. Open man is Kirk, complete.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, Because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw on second down. Huntley.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. A big play there on the keeper. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Huntley's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Huntley to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw on third down. Huntley going up top for Miller. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Huntley's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw on second down. Huntley. Again, it's Johnson. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10. Huntley. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I,
It's week 2 of the NFL, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Saints, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching. This week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Kamara's got the first down and then some. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, obviously, red man covers their partner. He got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, what's the head coach thinking?
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with the football.
They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. They go play action with Lawrence.
And this is incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And they take over. They'll set up shop. At the 46-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 21 carries, 93 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Adam Troutman,
42 yards.
And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
On play action, Lawrence. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Zach Ball.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Dante Jackson picks it.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. After one, a 14-3 ball game. On first down, it's Taylor. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize the strategic football and situational football.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is down to 4.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. He gets it to Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was...
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A give. This is Kamara. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A 10th carry for Kamara. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off
the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Henry Ruggs, 75 yards. And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Saints 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now a pause here after the play because, as you can see, slow to get up is Alvin Kamara. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Looking long for Thomas. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
It leads to second and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got Booker.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to the running back, Funk. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They go play action now. Lawrence rolling to his right. And he will find his man Ruggs. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
Let's go, fellas.
So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Texans who are out in front. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action, taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go!
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now here's a throw that's complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Second down at 7. Here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. That's a strong running. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Play action. It's Lawrence. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Try to punch it in with Taylor. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try to hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On second down, it's Taylor. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So that one will be accepted. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. On the handoff, Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Lawrence will throw. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run with Taylor. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Forced out to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. On first down, Taylor. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll go down at the 28. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They run with Taylor. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be...
And my goodness, another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about it.